Welcome back to another episode of Frank Opinions. I'm Adam.
And I'm Tasker. I don't know why.
Anyways, so this week we're going to be talking about the movie F1.
Oh, shit.
Where are we?
Where are we?
Oh, we got Chuckles the fucking clown on the other end here.
Oh, shit.
So, this movie has our all-time favorite actor in it,
Got
Tom Cruise.
Yep.
He does a great job. I honestly, on this movie, I think there was more hype around the soundtrack. I think I seen more about the soundtrack to this movie than I did about the actual movie.
Yeah, I think it was more of the artists they had in the movie they were doing.
Yeah, like I kept seeing
the push for it.
Yeah, I kept seeing all the songs and the that's featured in the movie, and it was the song like Ed Sheeran and fucking Hans Zimmer and all this jazz like that. And they never even talked about the movie.
No.
I'm like, that's kind of worrisome. So this movie's like what, 6 hours or something like that?
It's 2 hours and 35 minutes long.
Which, as you know, if you've listened or watched or read transcripts of this podcast, I'm not a fan of. That's just too long.
And that's becoming the norm now.
I know.
It looks like. I mean,
and we don't. Yeah, when your shows that you watch streaming are based an hour, your show length now is like video or movie length.
Oh yeah.
Except for I think Game of Thrones, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I think those are like 35 minutes, and I was like, I'm sitting there watching it, and I was like, oh man, I need another drink. Come back, and the credits are rolling. I'm like, whoa, what?
Okay.
But in that same notion, I watch a new episode of Ted, season 2 of Ted. They're like 35 minutes, and I don't think the fucking thing's going to end. So, but anyways, that's another topic.
That's another topic, yeah.
But yeah, Brad Pitt. And you think after all this time and all the things that Brad Pitt's done, you would kind of think like, it's just another Brad Pitt movie.
True.
But the son of a bitch does it again.
He does it again.
Yeah. Done a fantastic job of not only shining bright as a race car driver, but also sharing the spotlight.
Yep.
He done such a good job, he didn't overshadow who was supposed to be the main character.
Yeah.
But was like
out.
parallel with him.
Yeah, it balanced out perfectly.
And like, perfect. The movie was great. I mean, it didn't even seem like 2.5 hours.
No, I think, like, right when it starts off, you're already full throttle. And then, I think you go in about 10, 15 minutes, and it has a little stench where it's like a little slow build. Like maybe 10, 15 minutes. You get a little stop. But then after that, once it kicks in, it just keeps on going.
Yeah, you get like, I don't know, you get a Ford versus Ferrari vibes with Brad Pitt and what's the Pirates of the Caribbean? The Dead Man Tells No Tales captain.
Javier.
Mickey Rourke.
Is it Javier?
Yeah, it's something like that.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, we gotta look it up because guy does a fantastic job.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's very hard for me not to see him piloting a ghost ship, but captaining whatever a ghost ship. You know, I just was waiting for him to look at Brad Pitt and be like, "Dead men tell no tales."
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, so that dynamic between him and Brad Pitt seemed like the dynamic between Matt Damon and Keith Sutherland. And oh, I know.
Yep.
I know. Where are you at on that? You're supposed to fill in the right. What, after 5,000 episodes, we change our dynamic?
I don't remember the person in Ford versus Ferrari.
What are you talking about? Ken Miles was played by the iconic.
Oh, you're talking Christian Bale?
Yeah, thank you. Jesus.
I thought you were talking about a different
We're going to lose people on this
I thought you
now.
were talking about a different actor in
What are
the
you
movie.
Who did Matt Damon interface with the most?
Oh, that's true, yeah. I don't know, I was thinking they were more like buddies, but...
Michael Scott?
Right.
Like, what? Like...
You're right.
Anyway, so they had that dynamic kind of so it kind of felt familiar with that, but it's still a really good movie. I know it pulls, there was a movie that Sylvester Stallone did in Formula One cars. They kind of had this same dynamic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And, but the story was great about, you know, the young driver being cocky and, you know, being, I'm the best, but not being a team player. And the seasoned driver who didn't quite make it because of tragedy. And
Yep.
you know, it's the same tell-all story, but they did it very good. Like you said, the score at the right moments with it was awesome.
Well, that's what, like, when I was watching it, I got so far in, and the score was playing, and I forgot Hans Zimmer was doing it. I'm sitting there, and I hear the score, and I hear like a little bit of Dark Knight in there. And I went, wait a minute, that's Batman. And I listened a little bit, I'm like, is that Hans Zimmer? Looked it up, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about him doing this.
And like we said in a previous podcast where we talk about scores and stuff, like if it's got the Zimmerman in it, you know,
I mean, it's gonna be amazing.
If anyone would ever like to fight me on music doesn't make a movie.
Oh, 100%.
Man, those powerhouse scenes. Mm-hmm. If you don't got that score behind it, it means so much less.
Yep.
And
if they make a score and they can make you listen to it without watching the scene, and you can listen and picture that scene, you've made it. Because you don't have to play the scene; you can just play the score. Bam! You're gonna have people remembering that part, going back to watch that movie.
Yeah, that he hands down, you know, helped make the Dark Knight series what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you hear that score, you automatically think of a dude on a motorcycle zooming through the tunnels of Chicago.
Oh yeah, I mean it's beautiful.
So yeah, and you follow this story. Like I said, even with what was the movie that was recently that was also a race? It was another car movie. Had Dave Harbour in it.
Yeah,
based after a video game.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And I can't think of it now.
Not Need for Speed, like Forza.
Shit, what was that one? Because it was. I remember watching so many previews for that movie. I'm like, it's never gonna come out. It just kept showing previews and previews.
But it was based on a true story.
Yeah, it was based on a true story.
And yeah, it had that same undertones to it. I have to look it up here because that one will bother me that I can't remember it.
I'm looking it up. I'll see. Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo, yep. I knew it was based after a game.
Yeah.
a game that I've spent a lot of time on in my early days, but yeah, it's had a good cast. It had great story, great score, had good build up through all the racing. You know, the dude wrecking, pushing it, too hard, wrecking, blowing apart. And which, like I said, I keep saying that I've seen it over and over again, because that wreck part was there was the F1 movie with Chris Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing happened to it, remember? And this one still, though, kind of felt like it stood on its own. So
yeah, that's what. This one reminds me of like the Top Gun Maverick feel, is what this feels like. It just, I don't know.
I agree.
It's smooth. It goes through. I mean, you don't really have a spot where you're sitting there going, "How much longer do I have?"
Yep. But at the end, I would say the last scene is my favorite out of the whole movie, because they win the cup, they win the whole thing, and he's leaving. He's like, "You're not staying for the party?" He's like, "Oh no, man, this one, it's all you. You enjoy all that you want. I got places to be."
Yeah.
And he hops in his RV and drives out to Baja, where he picks the flyer up earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
And he goes out there, and it's that small team, and he's like, "Heard you guys were looking for a driver. No, we don't have a lot of money." It ain't about the money.
Yep.
And, and that, like, it leaves that, like, that open for the next one, which they could do the same thing again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But Baja, and putting that little team on the map.
Yep. Oh yeah, you definitely can. It's open for sequels. That's what I like, the beginning of it. Whenever he wakes up, goes out there, and they tell him like, "We're behind," so he gets in the car and gets back to first place. I think it was, and he gets out and looks at the guy and goes, "You lose that place, I'll kill you."
Yeah, right.
Like, he just went in like, "I did my business, got us up there. All right, here we go." I like that.
Yep.
And then I liked the other guy, the up and coming star for it. How they were at 10th place, and he's like, the paparazzi and the social media is taking pictures of him. He's like smiling, like, "Yeah, it was a great race." And Brad Pitt's like, "It was a fucking terrible race." Like,
yeah,
why are you smiling? Like, don't.
Right, you lost.
Yeah, you lost. There's nothing to smile about. So I liked how, like, it showed someone that's just obsessed with just the likes. And
yeah, and like when he's in the simulator and he keeps trying and he keeps pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
Yep.
And the young guy's watching, and he's like, what's his time?"
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "It's this," and he was like, I can do that." And she was like, "How long has he been in there?" She was like, "All day." Yeah, she's been there with him the entire day, and he's just like, "Run it again."
Yeah.
Because you would think he was expecting to be like, "Oh, he's been in here an hour or something."
Yeah.
But he's been in there like 12 hours. Run it again. So yeah, that determination, and that brings you in. That the character, it builds that strength of the character. But again, how many movies has Brad Pitt done that with?
That's true. That's true.
I tell you, a role that it's really hard for me to unsee him in. He's one of the actors that is super good with selling the role he's in, but there's one role, again, like Javier there with Pirates of the Caribbean.
You think of one role for him.
Yeah, so if you take Brad Pitt, what movie stands out for you?
I mean, the one, like, when you say Brad Pitt, I automatically think is Fight Club.
Yeah, right,
I automatically go there. And then if I go to another one, it'd probably be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think of that type of Brad Pitt.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to think. I think that's really. I mean, that comes to mind real quick. What do you got?
You know what it is for me? Would you take that deal? I'd take that deal.
Oh, yeah, Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds.
Yep. Damn good deal.
They're gonna kill us Nazis.
And that's the thing too. Like Brad Pitt, like he has like the same look, but I don't know. He looks like he's put himself into that role, and I forgot he was in that one, Inglourious Basterds, until he said it. Like it's just.
Oh, dude, I love that one.
Yeah,
wait,
that's a good one.
Can any of y'all do a French accent? Well, you can speak some French, right? And he's like, s'il vous plaît. She's like, no. And he's like, all right, then, we're going to stay quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, God, I love that movie.
That's a good one.
And, like, what was it? Interviewed a Vampire back in his early days.
Yeah.
And then...
think of, like, some of the rom-coms he did early in his days. 7.
Yeah, it's good.
What's in the box?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. And then even when he did, what was it, Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah.
With his wife.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie.
Yep.
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he just sells his character really well. But, and he, like I said, super, like, but he didn't outshine in this one. Because that's it. Look, where you compared it to Top Gun Maverick. Tom Cruise still shined pretty bright in the end.
Oh, yeah. Well, it felt like, I don't know, like a big blockbuster movie for me, is what it felt like. This one was trying to do. And,
I mean, the advertising for it, I don't feel like done it justice.
No, I think it could have had a little bit more.
We pretty much stay in the know for advertisement of movies to see, like, if they're going to sell it to get you hyped up.
Yeah.
And again, this one was like, F1, soundtrack, Ed Sheeran. You know what I mean? Like,
what's that? I mean, again, like, it didn't really need much, like, promotion for me. Because I think once I saw, like, the first trailer, I went, I want to see that. I said that already looked good. So
yeah, but
I think they just, I don't know, they capitalized on just
on who was in it, the story.
Who was in it, and race cars. They just hoped that would be the bring people in. I don't know.
Formula 1. I didn't see Gerard in it. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Talladega Nights.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Formula 1.
Yeah, okay.
God.
I didn't.
I've been referencing racing movies this entire podcast. And hands down, one of the best comedy racing movies. And you're like, I don't even remember.
I couldn't remember. I forgot the guy's name. You could have said anything else for that movie. I probably would have gotten it.
I want to start a currency for dogs. That's stupid. So it's not stupid. It is. Would you got it, Ian?
No, that one took me a little bit.
See,
yeah, that one took me a little bit. But I knew what you was talking about.
You suck at driving. Is your name Ricky Bobby? How'd you get in a game?
Oh,
but
shit.
Frank Opinion's Phil Raining. Formula 1. I'm giving 9 out of 10.
So I give it an 8.6. I mean, pretty good.
Yeah, there's nothing. The length of it, like I said, that was a downfall for me. I think we could have shaved a little bit out of it.
Yeah, you could have shaved off some time, for sure.
And I kind of wanted to see more racing.
Yeah.
We had a whole lot of character building.
Yeah, there was racing, but not as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Because after he wrecks, you just basically see it on TV. They kind of start blowing through all the wins that...
Oh, yeah, they go through as a montage. They go through.
Yeah, that Brad Pitt's character's doing while, the other guy's laying there watching.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if they would have cut out some of the character building time and kind of showed that stage a little bit more of Brad Pitt winning, like end of race interviews or, while he's racing, talking on the headset or something.
Yeah. That's why I like the whole dynamic of him wanting hard tires, soft tires. They're like, you need to have this type of tire. And he's like, nah, I want this one, or I'm not coming back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he passes. What are you doing? I'm not taking those tires. Yeah, when he was telling him stay out.
Yeah,
stay out. Don't come back in. Don't stay out on it.
That's what I liked how they started building that dynamic of playing, just run the tires down and just waiting for the moment. And whenever he kept wrecking, when he kept hitting the guy and had the one car come out and slow everybody down, and his buddy's still able to keep going. I liked what he was doing there. I'm like, okay, he's building him up, stopping everyone else.
I know, yeah, all those little dynamics there where he was sitting in pit.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there waiting. They're like, what are you doing? He takes off and gets in front of him.
Yep.
He's going real slow. And that's what that dynamic with Javier, right? Where he's at the crew box and he's, oh man. He's there. He's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And, it's very cool. Yeah. Because he was a team player. It showed true teamwork in that one.
Yeah.
Not living for the being in the spotlight. He was trying to uplift the whole team, and that's what he was trying to convey, right?
Yeah.
To the new, it's not only you. You should see not just you wins.
Yeah.
And then the whole side story with the girl and with the engineering part, I really liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Where she engineered that, the down the spoiler.
Yeah. Right,
and that was really cool. Where she was changing the dynamic of the car, and just fun because as an engineer and no technical aspects of it, just like you're saying with the tires, where he's like, nope, not coming in. From a from an engineering standpoint, and you're running the numbers and stuff, like he's dead. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. So I definitely recommend it. I think it's on Apple TV.
Yeah,
is where you can get that at
right now.
So I'm starting to feel like Apple TV is kind of like the upper echelon of streaming services.
It is.
I just feel like they don't just put anything on there.
No, they are very particular on what they put on. So shows and movies. If it's on there, it's
more than likely pretty good.
Yeah, it's got a good shot of being pretty good or amazing. Oh shit, that's better than I expected.
They're like the fine dining of streaming services.
It is. It is.
They're the luxury car of streaming services.
Yep.
And which I know it will get tons of hate for Apple fanboys or something like that. But
I know.
But I'm just saying, Monarch is on there right now, season 2.
I've heard great things. I haven't watched anything yet, but I've heard great things.
It's awesome. They kept the formula from season 1. It's the MonsterVerse of the actual ones that we love.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying the Godzilla X Kong. I kind of
This is before. This is still before.
Yeah. This is back in King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
So
the early MonsterVerse movies.
And they're sticking with that, and the characters are evolving even more. So, and you know what it had, was it the other one was Masters of the Air?
Yeah, they got that on there.
That was beautiful.
They got lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Shrinking. Those good shows.
Isn't that bullshit chair company on there though?
The Chair Company? That's on
Yeah.
HBO Max. And
Okay.
you know, I haven't even went back and watched it after the one episode. I quit watching. And I think I got 2 more to finish it, and I just said I'm done. I can't go back. Because I went, what the fuck am I watching?
Okay, good.
It's
I
on,
couldn't remember.
It's on HBO Max. No, Apple, they know what they're doing.
Yep. So, you guys let us know. Go watch it. It's a fun one. And I pretty much I can't remember any parts in it that's really vulgar or bad. So, I'm not saying it's a kids movie by any means, but it definitely like a.
There's nothing where you're like, oh God.
Yeah, it ain't got any of those moments where you're like, all right, kids.
Yeah.
So, but I like it. It's got cars in it, so you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be right up your alley.
Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, it could. I watched the knockoff Fast and Furious called Redline and was like, oh, you know, it's on. But
Got some good parts in it.
yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. But so you guys let us know. Drop it down in the comments on our Instagram, YouTube. Email us. I mean, anything.
Anything.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yep.
And thanks to everybody who, you know, shares our post and reshares it and likes and then comments and, you know, thanks to everybody that reaches out who wants to do an interview, be on this show and wants to do an interview with us and stuff like that. And although we don't pick you or we don't move forward with it, we greatly appreciate the offer.
We do.
So, that being said, I'm Adam.
And I'm Tasker.
And that was Frank Opinions.